Hi everyone, Emily here, the Gingerbeard here, and this is a little, well, it's Ramblings 2.0 I suppose. Yeah, just another little quick video saying hi to everyone who's watching, and hoping to get some more people involved, or watching anyway. Um, but yeah, so I'm going on advice from trans girl Amy here, and just basically talking about an issue I currently have, which is I'm pretty sure there's a squirrel living in my kitchen. No joke. I'm pretty sure I've got the tail end of it as whenever I go into the kitchen. And my reason for thinking squirrel is a couple of things. Firstly, it's hella big, what I've seen to be the ass end of a mouse. Two, I don't think it's a rat because a rat would gnaw things. Mice and rat would gnaw things. So far, I haven't seen anything gnawing. So that's what makes me think it's a squirrel. The other thing that makes me think of it's a squirrel is because some time ago I started finding, back before I would close my kitchen door when I wasn't in the kitchen, nuts. Little peanuts in my shoes. Just every time. And initially I thought it was because my Emma, my fiancée, had dropped a bag of nuts on the floor. And, some of it had fallen into my shoes. Um, I thought this right up until the point that one day I took the nuts out, Emma no longer had any nuts, and the next morning there was more nuts in. I was utterly flummoxed. Well, I wasn't flummoxed, I was like, okay, something's putting stuff in, so I closed the kitchen door, put what nuts I could find that was in the living room, in the kitchen, and just hoped, right, okay, I know you're here now, fuck off. Didn't happen, of course. And it appears to be back now, and yeah. So yeah, I think I have a squirrel down in my kitchen, which is unusual. Um, it's not paying rent, the fucking bastard. And it's leaving its food all over the place. I say leaving its food, I haven't seen it depositing food anywhere. But it doesn't even mean the annoying position where I have to make sure I never leave anything out anymore. I have to make sure I put everything away. So that's fun. So what else is going on? Well, um, yeah, the fact is, my videos, if my videos seem very few and far between, it's because I'm currently working full time for, well, for the one in charge. I'm working for the lizard people. Yes, I'm working for the lizard people. Yeah, I just noticed my goggles wonky. Go. Be proper. Yeah. You can decide who that is anyway, but I can't really tell you who I work for because if I told you, I'd have to pop you. Pop a cat in your house. Bang, 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 bang. I purely simply did that because I wanted to see what it looked like in the camera. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. Now, there is something I want to do. I want to try and I've got an idea for a card game. I want to try and get myself set up so that I can pop that on Kickstarter to then fund me not having to work. For the reason of being able to play test the card game, get it produced and so forth. But also, if I didn't have to work, I could spend more time with you guys, which would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Then again, maybe you don't like me. If you don't like me, why are you on this channel? Other things happening? Oh, I am still waiting on. Excuse me. Back before the new year, I had my blood test to see whether or not I am capable. I am allowed to have my surgery, the genital reconstruction surgery, as I like to call it. Everyone says either a gender reassignment or sex reassignment, but I disagree with both of those terms because my gender's not changing and my sex isn't changing. Because if you go and look up any of the kind of theory on um, being transgender, your gender never changes. You are always a girl. And because basically women can actually be born with penises, even with two X chromosomes, look it up. It can happen. Um, then the whole your physical appearance denotes a sex is bollocks. So my sex is also female. I've always been female. Um, so I prefer the term genital reconstruction surgery. So yeah, I'm still waiting on a letter back advising me whether or not I am able to go for the surgery. My hope is, because this is what I was told, that I should at least know by my birthday, which is in March. And if not, no, have had the surgery, basically. Obviously, we are about to go into February, so the time frame is getting quite close on me actually having had the surgery. And I have to say, if midway through February I've heard nothing, I will be contacting the specialists at Chalmers Centre to make sure that everything is going swimmingly, because I don't want, like, literally, it drives me mad, 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 mad. This is not that what just happened there. I suppose actually, you know what? This is going to be everything that I've kind of been building up over the last wee while that I kind of want to talk about in things. So guys, so here's the other thing. Super serious now. Super, 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 super serious. I have an autistic spectrum disorder known as Asperger's syndrome. It is generally quite mild, usually. However, I have noticed recently that the symptoms of it seem to be exacerbating. I don't know if this is due to stress or what. I need to go. Really, I need to go see my GP or something. I'm actually having an assessment done at work to basically see what kind of things I can put in place, because my I have see, as soon as the symptoms kick up, I try and control them, and it doesn't work, and that's where I start slurring speech. I start messing up my speaking. As you're hearing, it's not really going very well at all. But like as I say, like my speech goes funny. I catch myself. I repeat phrases. Fucking perfect example. I have involuntary motion now. This is all voluntary. I am doing this. I tend to be quite animated anyway, which means most people don't realize when I'm not being animated. But like I do lots of things. Like when I go to switch off a light, I don't just like boop. I literally sit there like that. I don't know why. I never used to, but now I do. I go up and I'm just like that. I also hit myself. I don't know. I just like literally I'll go and I'll punch like that. Except I'm doing that, and that's not involuntary. Involuntary. That wasn't involuntary. That speech fuck up was. So yeah, I think I've known that I've had Asperger's syndrome since primary 6, which I think I would have been 10. Yeah, that's when I was fully diagnosed. My mother initially thought it was Tourette's because I would yell out phrases most like I would bump into something, I would yell out "ow," which like we're not talking like I stub my toe on something really sorely. I'm talking about I bump into a wall and I go, or a door, something that with your shoulder, something which you're gonna go, if anything, and I'll go "ow." So my mother initially thought it was Tourette's. She went and got me. She went and got me looked at. Turns out it was Asperger's. Woo! Which there's stop it. What the way Asperger's affects me is a few different things, and this is probably pretty good for folk who would like to I don't know more. But yeah, Asperger's, like most autistic spectrum disorders, affects everyone slightly differently. You can have some people with full-blown autism who are fantastically intelligent, and others who just have no attention span. It's a whole variety of things all just cobbled together. And with me, it's involuntary. I've always had involuntary emotions, involuntary speech. yeah, like, things like that. My head is a no-go area for anyone, pretty much. The only people I can manage to stand it with is Emma, my fiance. Um, I'm also kind of awkward in social situations. Um, yeah, and like I can be really awkward, and I take things to heart. Like one of the things that I do is rules I adamantly, vigorously apply to myself. As an example, with the surgery that I'm going for, you basically you're talking 4 weeks of recuperation bare minimum, right? Um, and that's after the actual surgery for itself. You're in hospital for pretty much a week at anyway, and so like that's I'm talking maybe 5 weeks out of work, and I literally my mind just didn't like that, and I started applying it to I was going to need to take time off. This wasn't helped by the fact that the place I was working in last year said that yes, I did need to use my own time off, right, to cover it. No statutory sick pay, anything like that. No, no, no. The stat sick pay, they would cover me for 2 weeks and that was it. And the stat sick pay was something like £89 a week. That wouldn't even cover my rent. Um, so And now my mind's latched onto this, and I think I still need to do it in my current job. So I've purposely set myself up holidays after my birthday, over a Christmas period, um, to later on in the year, to make sure that all I have at the moment is a very Christ. All I have at the moment is in terms of holidays is my ability to build on Flexi, which means I can if I building Flexi just allows me to say I have worked an additional 15 hours beyond my normal working time. I want these 2 days off, and well, there you go, fine, totally, which is awesome. Some of the good things of working for the space lizards. Um, yeah, so like I said, trying to get myself unable to do that. I didn't mean to do. I don't know why I hit myself there. Um, anyway, yeah, yes, so yeah, it's something that affects me on my day to day. Although you may never have noticed it in the actual videos, because I can kind of control it and keep it contained and so forth. But occasionally it does. Grapefruit, why am I yawning? It's like half. No, it's not even. It's 20 to 3. Why am I yawning? Anyway, I don't really have anything else to talk about now at the moment. I have things that are coming up I want to discuss in their own little videos. Um, so yeah, I suppose with the whole autism thing, I suppose the thing is I'm finally kind of like accepted the fact that with it I am disabled. Not needs a special car parking space. Disabled. Not like I finally come to terms with the fact like it was always drilled into me, you're not disabled, you're not disabled, you're not disabled, and things like that. But now I think it was my family that was doing that and things, and it was other people doing that. But I think I need to come to terms with the fact that yeah, I am actually disabled. Maybe not visually. Visually I'm fine. I'm a bit tubby, but I'm sorry. I noticed I was slinking further and further back there. I thought I would get up. I just don't wish you could see my There we go. Cover up my ironing board leaning against the wall there. Um, yeah, but so like I think I've kind of come to realization I need to accept that part of myself. I am disabled. I don't quite work. My brain is mucked. And don't anyone bring up the fact that Zucker, for some odd reason, thinks that because if you're autistic, you can't be transgender, because that is a fucking lie. It's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, and I hope he dies in a cave surrounded by ravenous wolves who will eat his bollocks. I don't know where that outburst came from, but anyway, I think I'll cut it here because I'm starting to get. I don't know. I think it's just a fucking violent outburst there, wishing Doctor Zucker's balls eaten off by ravenous wolves. Yeah. If you like this video, leave a like, and if you want to see some more, do do subscribe to the channel, and we'll be doing some more. Hopefully, I'll maybe see if I can get another video up tomorrow, because this channel is very easy to do videos for. I'm just like, hello. Expect in the future, obviously, as I say, expect in the future, hopefully, to hear some more on the Ann Summers situation, because I did messaged them directly. I'm looking into, because I couldn't find how to raise a complaint, so I've messaged their Twitter and Summers Help handle to try and see if I can get them to provide me with some assistance. We will see what happens. Yeah, so thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Bye bye.